feeling like I'm Akademiks. Can't ride no
Lil Baby. Okay? Now, I'm going to be honest with y'all. I want to be clear out front. Okay? I want to be clear out front. I'm very honest. I had conversations this week. Shout out to P. P's my mans. And P's a very reasonable guy. And I talk to P. Talk to him from time to time. I talk to people. I never really ever try to bring some of these conversations on here. And most of the conversation I had with him, I won't bring on here. But I'll tell you this. I'll give you this piece of conversation. It's a musical conversation. It's an act. Listen, we know you got a powerful voice. We know you're important. But please, if you can, and P's my mans. Everybody know I've been a big supporter of QC. All the way back to, you know, whether we talking about Migos, OG Maco, we're talking about Jose Guapo, his stint there. Rich the Kid, obviously. Lil Yachty, obviously. Even Lil Baby. They said, Act, could you at least wait till you hear all the music? And I'm going to be honest, I agree. So I do want to let y'all know. For anybody who's thinking, again, I'm trying my best. I'm not operating out of a place of hate. I love and respect P. And I'm telling y'all this, I'm giving Lil Baby the grace to impress me with music. I've told you, like, it's not personal anything with me and him anymore. I got mine's off already, right? Like, you know, he dissed me. I got mine's off. I'm good. But I also don't want y'all to think, you know, I get it. So I told him, and I'll tell y'all, I'm going to reserve my judgment until his album drops. Okay? So musically, I'm going to reserve my judgment. I'm not trying to influence none of y'all. So when y'all listen to shit, I'm going to just chill. I'm going to just listen. I'm going to give my opinion, definitely. But I'm going to wait till all the music drops. Anyway, definitely could give y'all my opinion on an interview. He did 2 interviews. He did one with Lil Yachty and one with Charlemagne, the God. And his interview with Yachty kind of touched on a bunch of stuff. You know, obviously him and Yachty, they're both in QC and they, you know, they talk a lot. And somebody said, what? See it? Look, y'all fucking with that say twin. Y'all say twin. Say twin. Hey, listen. My man P. Hold on. I'm being mad transparent here. My man P said, Act, I know you're a nigga that is not like, I get it between you and Baby. Like, Baby said something, I get all that. But I also know you're a fair nigga. And that's why I fuck with P. He says, I know you're a fair nigga. And I know when you hear the music, and they're telling me, or at least P, he's telling me this shit's gonna be fire. And I'm like, fire. Okay. Now you got me tuned in. And I said this. I'm going to give my 100% real opinion. But I'm not going to taint the process before it drops. I'm going to lay off a little bit. Wait till the music drops, then I'm going to give my opinion. And I said this. If Lil Baby drops the heat that you're saying or I'm expecting, I'm going to show you how it's not personal. I'm going to be his biggest fucking supporter. I guarantee I'm going to shout it from here all the way to the mountaintops because it's not that serious between me and the nigga. I'm going to let everybody know if this shit is popping, I'm going to let everybody know in the world. This shit is lit. If it's not, let's not talk about that right now. Okay? So I'm just going to go with I'm hoping and praying January 3rd. This is it. Okay? Let's go with that. Anyway, so Baby did an interview with Yachty, and he talked about a bunch of stuff. He did an interview with Charlemagne as well. Let's run through this interview real quick. We're not going through the whole thing. let's just kind of like hit a couple things. Here we go, chat. I'm going to do 1.25 speed. Him and Yachty, if you don't, obviously you should know him and Yachty. They're both on QC. They both have a relationship, a friendship, Yeah. So let's get to some important shit.
Me to get there. I know what I went through to get there.
Here we go.
But looking back on where you come from, like it's not like casual. It's not like a thing. So that's what I mean when I was like, do you think?
Chat, that's fair though, right? And chat, these are conversations that happen, and this is why I love Pete, and I guess I'm saying a little bit more. I probably shouldn't even say it, but I do want to be very honest with y'all, right? I told you, really, I thought where it went wrong with me and Baby, it was just that it'll always end bad, and I tell every rapper like this. I know because y'all get all this money and fame, and everybody's chanting your name, and you perform at these sold-out shows, you get like an ego, and you start talking to people a certain way. I told y'all, my issue with Baby first started, I was one of the biggest fans of him. And then I guess he saw something online, and then he DM'd me, and all he was calling me was little boy. And I was like, yo, I'm older than this guy. What this guy talk? Like, he was talking to me like I was like just like some peon. And I was like, all right. Okay. You must have not got the memo. And then, obviously, then I get the diss on the album. And then, obviously, I turn it all the way up. A lot of this shit is about respect. And I think I'm a fair person. Honestly. My issue with Meek is the same thing. Meek had an issue. He thought that I was picking sides during the Drake thing. Drake's always been my favorite rapper. I always know that. It's never, right? But even then, I had nothing against Meek. Meek's from Philly. I listened to a lot of Meek Mill's music. Matter of fact, I never talked to Drake at that time. Meek and his people were sending me shit. They'd tell me, yo, we got the whatever thing. So, again, but Drake's still my favorite. They asked me on the phone, yo, Drake's my favorite. I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to lie to y'all niggas. Where it went left with them is that Meek and how he deals with media, or from what I've heard now from Atlantic, he talks to everybody like they're dirt under his shoe. So when he tried to do that with me, putting me in a group chat with 50 of his Dream Chasers members, just talking down to me on, yo, nigga, you got to do this, or nigga, you better not, I waited 10 years to watch that nigga. Nigga, I had that nigga fall. Nigga, I would wake up every morning, and the first thing I would just check his Meek Mill stats to see when he was going to fall off. I couldn't wait for this day. But that's how it's karma. I know some people going to be like, hey, if you call it ego, call it what it is. But it is karma. You got to treat people well. And a lot of artists don't understand how necessary the media is. Because here's the thing. You know why Lil Baby's doing an interview? It's because you know what the narrative is. You're not a pleasant person. If you were a pleasant person that maybe communicated well, lines wouldn't have been crossed, communication would have been had. If there were any missteps or miscommunications, or maybe a picture that looked like you were doing a reverse Oreo hug, or, you know what I mean, it was looking like Django rechained, I get it. It probably would have been like, oh, no. There's actually, but it didn't. So this is why you're doing these interviews, answering those same questions just years later. So I like to give y'all that honest truth, because that's kind of what it is, right? And there's mad artists. I tell y'all about the artists. Most times when artists talk to me, we start off on a bad foot. Me and Drake started off arguing very first time. I threatened to never post his music again. And yes, I was down for that. I'm like, nigga, I don't care. I can't remember what year X was still alive. I was like, nigga, I'm good. I don't got to post your music ever again, even if you're my favorite. Like, I've just always took the stance I will never let a rapper deal with me on my platform like I'm dirt beneath their feet. Never. Me and Cardi B, we started off beefing. Me and Cardi are mad cool. Me and Drake were mad cool. Okay? These are people who they understood and they realized respect. People like 6ix9ine, 21 Savage, and others, relationships with them developed because they always approached with respect. And the respect is just saying, hey, listen, I understand what you do. I understand media. I understand you have a job. a lot of these guys, Meek Mill especially, they feel like they're like King Kong. Nah, fuck that, man. Nah, fuck that, nigga. The humbling is always much stronger. So, again, you know, for me to explain, I'm hoping I'm explaining that. And by the way, that's another reason. I told P that on the phone. I said, P, the reason why I've always fucked with you, and by the way, Yachty's like that too. When I talk to Yachty, Yachty has been upset at me at things. And when me and Yachty get on the phone, reasonable, understanding, he respects what I am, what I represent, and I respect what he is and what he represents. When two men respect each other, or at least respect that the conversation they're going to have, you get much further. I always told you, it makes no sense to communicate with someone who just don't respect you. That's why me and Meek never fixed anything. You know what I mean? And we obviously tried thanks to 21 Savage, but, you know, obviously that went left again. So I just give you that context because I don't want people to just be like, yo, this guy's just hating. This guy's just hating. And also, here's the thing. I got my shit off with, you know, the reason why I went in that long on Baby, honestly, you dissed me on an album that's going to go double platinum. So I got to give you double platinum worth of airtime now. You know what double platinum worth of airtime is? You get a year. You get a year constantly of jokes. And let me tell you this, ain't nobody funnier than me when it comes to roasting niggas. You don't want to be on these rants. Because, I don't know if you, listen, let me tell you this. When I get off stream and I'm cooking, when I wake up in the morning, I watch myself for 2 hours. And I laugh at myself. And I'm like, this nigga's funny. That's how much, and I refine and tweak my jokes and come up with new ones and cook your ass again. It's like daily. It's like a daily roast. Anyway, so that's that. So Lil Baby's doing a rollout. And we want to be clear. He's doing a rollout, dropping January 3rd. I'm gonna be open and I want to be fair. Because I'm not going to lie, I think Meek is probably the artist is just the most personal with because he threatened to come to my doorstep. So, like, if I heard a Meek song that sounded good, it's hard for me to even really be a fan of it because, like, I don't like him. And that's honest. Like, I'm being honest with you. You wouldn't like somebody who told you they're going to come to your door, piss on your doorstep, and slap you. Like, would you? Well, I don't, okay? But me and Baby, we're not at that point. You know what I mean? He said something. I've got my little jokes about him or whatever. But I want, I do enjoy his music, and historically, I've always enjoyed it. And I want him to prove me wrong. And I think that's what fans might not understand. I want him to prove me wrong. I really do. I really want him to prove me wrong. I told you, Glorilla proved me wrong. And I wasn't fucking with Glorilla because she was talking a little spicy. She was like, yo, you got a bitch I could fight? I'm like, what the hell? But then she started dropping these hit songs. She proved me wrong. I can't say nothing. You don't see me hating on Glorilla. I'm telling you, that shit's fire. So I want him to prove me wrong. With that in mind, and because of the respect I have for P, I'm going to go into January 3rd, and I want to have a very open and clear mind. I'm gonna forget all the songs we heard before. I'm going into it hoping and expecting the best. And if it's as good as I've been told it is, you're going to hear me say great things about it. And the reason I'm explaining this to y'all, because I don't want y'all to say I'm fake. I want y'all to say I'm fake, paid off, none of that. Because if it is, I'm telling you, I used to be one of the biggest supporters of this guy. So if I do start supporting him, I don't want y'all to be like, yo, this nigga's fake as fuck. But if I don't like it, or if it's just weak, I hope we don't find out that point. Okay? I'm hoping. Because I'm hoping not. I'm hoping the latter don't have it. Like, I'm here rooting for Baby. So with that in mind, let's get into this interview a little bit. This is Le Bébé. Uncut, I guess.
I think maybe you just like something switched on you, or you think it was always in you, or like do you think
okay, let's move on a little bit.
Emotionally attached. So back from Harvard, and let's talk about fatherhood.
Well, you too. You know what I'm saying? They got these phones. Smart. They got this peer pressure. I know how to. And I ain't gonna say mistakes.
Not mistakes.
You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna say same moves.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Kids was when the sun rap, like you're a whole rapper, and like this is the rapper lifestyle.
But have you honestly 100% converted your brain to that?
Not 100.
Hold on. We're gonna get to it.
in your head without even trying to think like, I don't know how long this gonna last, or already think like this got a time limit on it, so I can't tell you. It's no way you can.
There's
say
nothing in me that want to be vulnerable or just open up. Like they
you
ain't
said that you were trying to be.
as far as like letting them in on my life.
Right.
You know, like seeing more and shit, but just as far as me just opening up to somebody,
No thanks.
I don't see it.
Fair enough.
I do it every now and then. I find a girl who like cool, ain't gonna open all the way up, but I feel like I could talk. You know what I'm saying? I could talk a little bit more, and sometimes that do help me out, but it's still always this thing about it and expect them to understand.
Okay, I'm just trying to get to the good parts. Again, you guys can watch it. It's Yachty's A Safe Place podcast, powered by Full Send, I believe.
Like that was like a different time
I
period.
think it's
from now.
extinct now. That kind of.
You know what I'm saying?
It's different.
Like, it's different for various reasons. You know what I'm saying? We got the internet main one.
Terrible.
You know what I'm saying? That's the main reason why it's different.
Accessibility.
Too much accessibility.
And we're superstars, you know, so it makes it.
Superstar, you got accessibility, and you got people who like, you got like so much negativity and devilish shit in the world. Like even back then, my uncle them, they got 8 families. They don't even know about each other.
Right.
Now you can't have 2 girlfriends.
No, because everything is socially connected.
Everything's socially connected. It's easy to get in contact with Yachty or make Yachty see something that he don't want to see or don't need to see or somehow trying to hide.
Anything.
Press of a button, it could get there.
And people want you to see now.
You know what I'm saying?
People, because people aren't, even the people close aren't exactly in our position, so they like the extra clicks or those extra likes or this blog posting something about them connecting towards us because it's bringing them more followers or whatever the case may be.
Definitely.
You know, so really it ain't even got to be on you. It could be someone completely, totally different. That's why I'll be telling people, man, it's so important to know who you having a kid with, man, because.
Okay, this is someone
you know
kids.
that.
Okay. All right, let's get to, where's the music?
I don't be talking a lot too, cause like I feel like I understand shit on a different level, on no funny weird shit. You feel me? I'm dapping Kuzman up.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. So now they start talking about some other stuff. Great. This is what we wanted.
It's for, you know what I'm saying? Man, it's just it is what it is.
You know, what do you think of the James Harden memes?
Like what? Like I don't play certain type games.
Yeah.
So even when I see certain shit, it's just like, you know what I'm saying? I just say
You
it.
see the comedy.
Push up on me with it. You know what I'm saying? See how that go. You know what I'm saying? Like I can't really get into it. Like
Yeah.
what I'm arguing and say. You feel me? Some days I get on my bullshit. I'm gonna start commenting on nigga shit. Just I'm gonna just start going. But I don't really got too much time to put into that.
Not you.
You know what I'm saying? Like
That's
even
good.
the whole Mike Rubin thing.
I was just gonna say.
Like-
I was just about to say.
Bruh, I don't play with niggas. Period.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like on no funny weird shit. You feel me? I'm dapping Kuzman up, and Mike's happy to see me. He run up on me.
Right.
I got 10 other pictures. We down there. We start down there. Bam! I'm telling his ass, Mike, I slam your ass on your neck. I break your neck. But we play like that. They white, so they don't really understand how I understand. Like even when the picture came out before it went viral, I told them like, Mike, I can't have pictures like that.
Right.
Even though me and you playing, bro, it's 100 people at the party. We in the middle of 100 people. There's nothing weird we could be doing in a party
Right.
with all these people watching us.
Right.
But I know how small people's brains is, and then I already be knowing how much of people want to say something bad to me, bro. I literally, when that picture came out, I literally made Mike Rubin go to his security camera at his house, go to the footage and get the whole time. I just never, I ain't even gonna post that shit on the internet.
Yeah.
I'm just like, that shit.
Right.
You feel me? Like, I ain't even trying to make it into this and making it into that. Like, man, just keep on going, because that's kind of like how I be doing with shit. But some shit, like all that type shit, like that really bothered me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because like how you saying, like how I grew up, like
Right.
some shit.
Chat, let me ask y'all a question. This is honestly and truly. Chat. Let me honestly and truly, y'all tell me. Because I don't know. I've talked to a lot of industry insiders. I've talked to even people, you know, again, in this conglomerate. Do y'all think all this shit is just coming from me? Be honest. Just be very honest, chat. Be very honest. Do y'all think it's really... Because, like, I ain't gonna lie. I was talking to a lot of people. They're like, nah, act, man. It's you, man. You with these jokes. You. And I'm like, me? I'm like, that's what everybody's saying. Chat, is it me? Nah, I don't think it's just me. I'm gonna be honest. Is it just me, chat? Chat, no way. Y'all had these jokes before. Chat. No. Chat. This is why I'm like, y'all not being honest. I might have a loud voice. I'm not gonna say that. I'm not saying I don't. But y'all are saying that. Okay, let's say the Mike Rubin picture. Do you think that I'm the one who's like pushing the narrative that looks odd? Or like everybody kind of like looked at it and be like, yo, bro. Because I feel like I'm saying what y'all are saying. I don't feel like I'm like... And also, here's the thing. I don't think... Like, for example, I said this comment about Lil Wayne, right? And I was making an analogy. I still think the analogy is kind of valid. Like, I feel like y'all are disrespecting Allen Iverson because I compared Wayne's legacy to like Allen Iverson. People are like, yo, he's like this. And I'm like, damn, well, Allen Iverson is one of my favorite. Like, I hope y'all not disrespecting Allen Iverson, but a lot of people disagree with it. Now, here's the thing. I don't think I could make people just agree with what I think if they don't think that. I think usually, even when y'all watch me, y'all like to hear, obviously, sometimes new ideas and opinions or a different take on things, but also y'all like to hear things that, is just not being said, but you think, right? So, like, for example, the Wayne thing, if y'all don't believe that, that won't be adopted. So anything I've said about Baby, if nobody believed it or thought it, I can't plant that thought in people's minds. And I hope no one's saying, you're acting stupid or dumb, because I hate when people do that. I'm not trying to do that. But what I'm saying is that, yeah, I definitely pointed these things out. 100%. I definitely did. But I don't think that if it wasn't for me, nobody would have looked at those things and said, yo, that looks a little odd. Right?
Shit just can't be on your name, you know what I'm saying? But it's like, some shit is so dumb.
Okay, maybe the jokes got a little bit. Yeah, because I ain't gonna lie. Reverse Oreo, like the reverse double stuffed Oreo, that's an amazing joke. But that's a joke. I was watching a video myself today. I forgot I even said that joke. I said it in the moment. I was like, yo, this looked like Django Rechained. I'm like, that's kind of funny. But I don't think that's what did it. Anyway, he's explaining it, right? And he says it bothers him. Now, obviously, I think it's natural. I think it's natural that it would bother just anyone who is, kind of self-aware that people are talking about him, maybe in a manner that, took something out of context. And do I believe Lil Baby when he says, yo, that's not true? I actually do. Yeah, I actually do believe that's exactly what he said. I could go back to it. I believe that's exactly what happened. But here's the problem. What Baby's not understanding is that the reason why people will believe the joke is because they're seeing a pattern of behavior that there isn't an explanation for. Why are you with this dude doing? And again, I don't want to make this negative because I want to just keep dumbpiling on him, but it's the context. They always say every joke got a little bit of truth to it, right? Like, nobody thought that picture was right before they fucked, right? Like, nobody thought that, right? But I think people looked at that and be like, yeah, this kind of sums up, yeah, this kind of relationship is weird. Like, we don't know what's going on here. So we're just going to laugh at this one picture, right?
To this and making it to that, like, man, just keep on going, because that's kind of like how I be doing with shit. But some shit, like all that type shit, like, that really bothered me. Right. You know what I'm saying? Because, like, how you saying, like, how I grew up, like, right. Some shit just can't be on your name, you know what I'm saying? But it's like, some shit is so dumb, it's like I won't even get into, I can't even stoop that level. Right. To be on there.
Also, I think a lot of people don't know you and Michael Rubin's relationship. Like, people know y'all have a relationship.
Yeah, they won't never know that. You know what I'm saying? Like, people think like,
you care to talk about it for a second.
Like,
I think I've went down this road already. It's not about his relationship with Michael Rubin. Partly it is, obviously, right? Like, and that part where people are commenting on, it's just simply, why does it seem like this guy is putting you in like really compromising position, but it's never the other way around, right? How come there aren't pictures and videos leaking of you having your foot on the side of his neck and he's on the ground that would make him look crazy to his business partners? I'm sorry to say, I think when Mike Rubin goes in these board meetings, if there was some rapper some gangster rapper with chains on that had some fucking Jordans on the side of his neck while his face is on the concrete, I'm pretty sure when he goes in that board meeting, they'd be like, yo, bro, why are you with these rappers that are putting their foot on your neck? It looks bad. Like, what's going on here? Right? So it's not necessarily the relationship, even though partly it is, because why do every time we see this relationship being manifested, it's you being embarrassed? And also, there is also a race factor. How come these moments we're seeing with this person don't happen with you and your black friends? Now, that's another thing, too. We don't like when people code switch. There's a hint of fakeness about it. you're this like gangster rapper from Atlanta, but when you get around the white dude, you play white boy gay games, which we all know, with all due respect to my white dudes who watch me, y'all niggas be on some gay game shit. Come on now. White dude be try to slap your balls and run. You know what I mean? You fall asleep, they draw a dick on your face. Like, that's white boy shit. But it does look weird when you wouldn't accept that behavior from these people, but you accept behavior from that people. Then also, I guess contextually, this is what I keep saying. Music is a lot about image. Like, these rappers want to separate it. Your music is basically saying you're this ultra cool, swagged out gangster from Atlanta, and we see you doing like tech geek, high school or college nerdy white boy stuff with a billionaire constantly. It breaks the mold and the facade. So fans are just saying what we think you are and what we're seeing don't match. You can't blame fans that much for that. That's just is what it is. If I seen Money Man hanging with a white crypto billionaire, I wouldn't say nothing. Money Man raps about crypto. He raps about financial literacy. If I saw him with the money man, all pun intended, of crypto, like what's that guy named Michael, whatever, the crypto guy, we wouldn't say nothing. We'd be like, oh, okay, that makes sense. To see the guy who's rapping about killing, shooting, violence, hanging out with this guy, and he's playing games that is normally associated with white college jocks that play these weird, almost homoerotic games with each other, yeah, we look at you as weird. Or we want an explanation, or we're just going to laugh at you. I think that's natural, right?
Y'all are very close.
Like, baby, you run with Mike, because whether they'll think like, oh, baby, Mike Rubin a billionaire. Like, babe, I don't give a fuck what nobody got. You know what I'm saying? Whether he had a billionaire, whether he was a millionaire, whether I had more than him.
But he has been a great influence.
A super great influence. And that's the part that people wouldn't see. And that's the part, like, that's the part people want to see. And that's the part, like, I probably wouldn't even be able to bring people up on that speed. And what I mean by that is, like, just like you, for instance, like, man, we got a great relationship. It ain't based on because, like, you Yachty the rapper or I'm Lil Baby the rapper. It's like what we personally then built. You know what I'm saying? And me and Mike Rubin, we had the best conversations ever. You know what I'm saying? Like, because he also, like, damn near fascinated with the way I live. And I'm fascinated with the way he lives. So we, like, meet in the middle. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm trying to tell him, like, all the black moguls, and I ain't going to say all because Swiss Beats, he's the one. You know what I'm saying? For sure. Like, he's one of the only, one of the few. So, like, I look for people like that. I like back when I was a kid, I always wanted to hang with the people who got more than me. I don't want to be hanging with the guys who I got to.
I'm going to be honest with you. I'm trying to be positive, Chad. This is how I've never seen Baby this expressive. What it told me was that alarm bell is ringing somewhere. I've never seen Baby this expressive in an interview. I think, for me, what that told me, there's a self-conscious mind somewhere telling him, brother, you gotta do this interview and do a little bit more than what you normally do.
I tell them all the time, that's already my role. So for order me to stay sharp, I gotta deal with other people who got more than me, who already done did shit, who already done been through stuff.
If you're the one pouring into everyone else, you'll become empty, you know?
So I gotta get filled up from certain different places. You know what I'm saying? I always had
Pause. I just gotta say pause. Filled up, pause.
The guys from the streets to this day, like, that's how I still do.
How do you learn that as a kid? I just got around to those.
Okay. This is a Charlamagne interview as well, though.
I was doing it so wrong. My first tax bills were so high because I was on some hustling shit, like saving all my money. The more money I was saving, I owed the IRS more money. I didn't even know that you need to be spending this money. You need to be spending it the right way so you can save it on your taxes. You know what I'm saying? I ain't know none of that.
Yeah, that was me at Inman.
And I went to school with niggas who sell dope, who mama smoked dope. You know what I'm saying? But in my head, I'm regular.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Saying like all the videos that always are of you out at a gas station or just somewhere alone with your hand in your pocket.
Like, it don't even down there done to me like, hey, baby, you're a celebrity. And because I never wanted to get into that because I didn't want to lose myself into that.
Yeah.
To the point where down there, they hurt me a little because it's like, nigga, you're a celebrity, like, act like it.
You also, you don't have the biggest love for security guards.
Nah, because why do I want somebody in my business all day?
Yeah.
These
Ain't
people,
what you
regular
gonna do
people,
for me.
these people got to go home. These people talk to their wife. These people talk to, you never know. I done seen the weirdest shit. Security still, security recording you. It's just not even about security. I don't care to have extra people around me. Hence to why I never really have a super crazy creative or super crazy merch, just because I'm so like boxed in. I don't want nobody around me. Man, you know how big this is for me to let, of course you come to my houses, but these people in my house with cameras and I hate that. Like, it's like, it's like damn near I be putting on an act to be a rapper. Like it was my job versus like now I'm making it into my life.
Right.
Because at first I looked at it as a job. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I think that's one of the differences with him and Gunna though. I think Gunna, the controversy around him getting out of jail forced Gunna to up his artistry. You see his Baby talk about it. He says, you know, he talks about rap, but he says that's a job. Then he's like, now I'm making it my life. You know, I still think the next level for him is to almost use the art in the way, I don't want to compare it necessarily to Gunna or anybody else, but just move beyond just thinking of it like a rapper just showing up for a job. Like, this is your art. This is, like, everything is your art. The way you dress, this is part of your art. Your look, your image, it's your art. What you're giving off to the public, what you sing, what you say on an interview, what you do, what you post, that's your art. It all kind of goes into each other.
Time to go to work, so I cut on my rapper mode. And when I'm off work, I cut it back off.
Right.
I'm trying to learn how to just stay into that.
Make it one.
Just make it one, like, hey, this is my life. You know what I'm saying? No matter what I'm
It's tough because the life you really originate from is so different than being a rapper.
So different. But nowadays, I do that more than I do what I would have been doing in the street. So it's becoming a little bit more normal for me.
Yeah, I mean, and you're a lot more comfortable in.
Now they're going to take this shit to the next level. Like, stop. Or if I had signed a deal with you and I gave you this percent and now I didn't learn.
Entertainment business is, you are so.
And that's why I'm saying I'm only 40% of my crowd, because to this day, with all the success I've had and everything I had, I still don't know what a hi-hat is. I don't, today, it's going to be my latest shit, because that's what I'm like going through or whatever. You know what I'm saying? I hardly ever get in my car and play like my old albums and shit. I have to get in the car with somebody else and then they play it. I'm like, damn, I forgot about this. You know what I'm saying? I like really listen to it and like get into it then. But as far as like me, I can't really say like what I feel my best project was.
Okay.
Like statistically, I could say, you know what I'm saying, like number wise, but like just far as me personal feelings, like I don't really feel like that. But I can say, cause like, okay, I could say my last album was my best piece of work cause I wasn't in my best mind state.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And then even so, like now, even like Wham, the Wham album, I still ain't in the best mind state. I'm like, this is an album with me
Better.
breaking out of that mind state. You know what I'm saying? From the last time I put out an album.
Which was, I mean,
2 years ago.
It's a long time not being in the best mind state.
Exactly. So imagine being in the mind state for 2-3 years straight.
Right.
How you gonna rap about that? And then when I be going
Why you think he's in a bad mind state, Chad?
through shit, I go through real life shit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And the reason I'm going through the real life shit is because of rapping. So that's a major thing for me. You know what I'm saying? Like rapping that opened the doors for this, the green way, but it also opened the doors for the red way. So it's like it's still mind-boggling when I go in there and rap, because it's like the same craft and the same hobby, and it turned serious. And now I gotta watch what I say. I gotta watch what I do, because I'm watching how society trying to do rappers. You know what I'm saying? I understand why they trying to do it, because some rappers get up for everybody. And it's like, damn, now I'm in this pool. So it's like harder for me to just go in there and rap how I used to rap. You know what I'm saying? That shit a whole different ballgame. This shit real. I seen him, I watch Young Thug try every day. I seen him, you really use stuff against him that don't got nothing to do with nothing.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So that right there could scare you. And then I'm one of them guys who I'm like really hands-on, like, but that could be you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Fonnie Willis got this nigga scared straight, man. Yo, I ain't gonna lie. Didn't I tell you that Fonnie Willis got the whole Atlanta? He got them to fix up. She got them like writing a rhyme like, yeah, I'm gonna slide on your block and kill all the ops. Nah, Hell no, I ain't saying that. I ain't trying to get a Rico. Fuck out of here.
I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Like they could really come and cut my whole career, my whole life for nothing. You know what I'm saying? Something I really ain't did. Like shit I really
This is why young boy the GOAT. Even when he on house arrest, he's still wildin'. This nigga young boy was on house arrest. This is when you know young boy is just a different monster. Did y'all see this? The nigga on house arrest shoots a video in his barn with a casket. And look. Look. Wait, where's this shit at? Wait, why can't I find it? Oh, man, I can't find this shit. The nigga had guns in this shit. Look, the nigga on house arrest shooting videos with guns. Look, young boy ain't give a fuck. You know what's kind of crazy? You know I was talking to somebody about this. And again, this is not meant to be advice or nothing really that particular to Lil Baby, but I'll piggyback off of it. I was talking about music that connect with fans and what works with fans as opposed to maybe what's good for you. Like, I was arguing about Young Thug. I said, we don't want to hear Young Thug come sing about, like, the thing that will, and most of y'all going to say I'm lying, but I'm telling you this is what works, okay? Young Thug, if Young Thug dropped a song basically seemingly pushing the line of maybe violating his probation, that's what fans react to more. If he's still talking gangster, they react to that more. If he's shown that process didn't force him to change, when you change, fans say you got cloned. When you change your lyrics or change what you're rapping about, because which is reasonable, scared of getting locked back up or something else, they just call you a clone. Now, if Young Thug, put like this, if Young Thug come out with two songs, one song is a love song to, I don't know, Jerica or Mariah the Scientist, fans would be like, oh, okay, all right, that's cool. We miss Thug. If he dropped a song like Kill All Rats, that shit's going diamond. Okay? People, a lot of what's baked into rap is that fans are so in tune, they want to see rappers push the line. This is a lot of why they like drill music. Oh, you're pushing the line of something either happening or you're just pushing the line of confrontation. So, again, I'm not giving advice here when it comes to Baby, but if Baby's saying, yo, I don't want to rap about so-and-so or I don't want to do whatever because they might use it against me, your fans are going to notice that. And honestly, again, this is the catch-22 thing about it. The fans tend to reward the most incriminating, hottest like shit that is seemingly almost damn near self-snitching in nature. Just being honest with y'all. Okay? So watching Baby say this, I'm looking at him like, interesting. Because he's kind of almost admitting like, yo, Fonnie Willis doing all them investigations and all these rap crews in Atlanta, and she saw how it was used against Thug. She's like, yo, he's like, I don't want to get caught up in some shit. Well, now your music has changed. Now how you would normally say something has changed. And I think that's why Young Boy's remained hot. Because no matter, Young Boy had two federal cases, house arrest, they investigated for some other shit, and he still got guns in his video. He don't give a fuck. That's why people call him the most authentic. That's why people love him. That's why even though he's going to jail, when he gets out in like a year or so, hottest out. And again, I'm not advising. I'm not saying it's the best thing to do. I'm just showing you the dichotomy of how fans act. Now, if you listen to the woke Twitter, they're going to be like, no, that's lies. But if you listen to what people bump, they love the shit that's really just explicit and hot. You know what I'm saying? And when I mean hot, it's just kind of like almost damn incriminating. Okay? Let's go back.
really don't got no part of that right there. Like I even posted on my page, like I've been going through like a dark stage for 2 years. But even then, like people like, what the hell you mean like a dark stage? And like from just converting over from who I was to who I'm becoming, that shit was a dark stage because shit was different and it was different fast. And then you got people calling you every day and you got comments on the internet and you're gonna get a Rico and you like I don't even think people know how serious that is.
Oh, I don't think they do.
You know what I'm saying? Like that shit ain't nothing to play with. That shit ain't nothing.
Right.
Like that shit serious, especially when you the man of the family.
Right.
Like you the only one, and then like you gotta face that. And still be happy, still take care of the kids, still like, well, that shit'll really drive you crazy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It was hard for me to put on headphones. I had a real deal for a year straight, just break myself in rapping. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, I don't care if I gotta make a song today, gotta make 2-3 songs today, just to like break myself down there like hustling. If I my money up, I gotta stay down.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, if I have my money up, but now I can't leave the trap. I gotta stay here till this shit get right. You know what I'm saying? So I had to goddamn force myself to put all my old ways into music now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's a major transition for me. I don't even talk to the same people I used to talk to. I don't hang around the same people. That shit get up every day. I want to be able to talk to them people. I want to be able to move how I used to move, but it's like it's something bigger now, and I can't.
Would you say that?
That's interesting. Hearing him say that is it's a slightly sad. I see some of y'all saying, no, act, that's growth. I don't know. Maybe I look at shit differently, man. I think a lot of times fans don't want y'all to grow. And I'm talking about rappers. They don't want them to grow, or it's usually after they seen that rapper suffer that they're down to see that rapper, like, you know, have some growth. Right? And I mean in any type of way. Like, we watched Lil Wayne make drugged out music that had him getting seizures because he was really doing them drugs consistently, and when he was damn near his death, then we're like, oh no, well, now we're cool with you stopping. Okay. But usually, you know, I think we hear this all the time, that people are like, you know, kind of graduating in their thought. But hip hop really unless they do it in a tasteful way. Like I think 21 Savage is growing. Right? Like 21 still raps about, like, you know, a lot of shit that his fans want, but if you listen to the context of the music, there's still growth in it. I'm wondering if that could be done by Baby, because the only thing that's concerning here, it feels like he's saying he got pressured into changing who he hangs with and what he's rapping about. Fans ain't gonna like that. Like, I'll tell any rapper this. Let me tell you this. You gotta look at fans just like fiends, my nigga. Like, that's just what it is. Okay, fans ain't really worried for your well-being. They want you to provide again, you know, I've been one of the first to say that. I know they might clip this and and try to make it weird, but I love indictment music. I love the music that sounds really like it's actually happening. And if it probably sounds too real, chances are it probably is happening. But as soon as somebody gets locked up, you obviously don't want nobody to go through whatever. Again, maybe I'm losing a point here, but I don't know if fans are like going to be like super supportive of him damn near acknowledging and admitting, yo, check this out. Fonnie Willis start locking up a bunch of rappers, so I'm going to stop rapping how I used to rap to not go to jail. That's a smart decision, by the way. That's a smart decision. But because hip-hop, and even how hip-hop fans are, they usually gravitate to the artists pushing the lines, that when you literally almost admit to them that you're not going to push the lines, or that you're going to just be like, oh, y'all got it, and I'm just going to stop hanging with my crew and stop rapping like that, I don't know if they just get it. You get what I'm saying? If anything, hip-hop celebrates the artists that bucket the system, the young thugs, the young boys, I won't say Kodak Black. Kodak Black just looks like he just keeps bumping his head, right? But that's what usually happens. Anyway, let me keep playing.
I want to be able to talk to them people. I want to be able to move how I used to move, but it's like it's something bigger now, and I can't.
Would you say that? I'm trying not to make assumptions, but would you say that you are happy right now?
I'm the happiest I've been in a long time.
But obviously not content.
Yeah, no, not content. I ain't happy as I want to be, and I ain't happy as I know I can be.
Definitely happy. Slime home.
Definitely happy, slime for sure. 1,000%. That's like a big portion of it. Like,
yeah, that was a joyous day when he was, you know, Told
It's
him,
a- put out your best work and shit. It's gonna be hard to do that.
yeah.
Unless you a nigga, you don't really give a damn. Got your best into it. I'm watching it every day. You know it's
No, yeah, exactly.
And that's
And it was, man, it was.
in no time, you know it's
No, yeah, exactly.
And that's a long ass process. And then you know I'm into it. I'm watching it every day. All that's on your brain and on your mind when you need to go and put out your best work and shit. It's gonna be hard to do that.
Yeah.
Unless you a nigga, you don't really give a damn.
Right. What do you think your place is in rap? Because you always used to tell me.
Okay.
I'm sure
What's the like? Hit hard, move silent. So if my slogan, my way of life, for one of the thug engineers who he ain't have no more. You feel? But
you share money too, though.
Okay. I'm gonna just go to the clips because I don't want to skip around with no direction. There's not timestamps here. Then we'll get to the Charlemagne one. The Charlemagne one's a little bit more succinct, but it's direct to a lot of the points that we wanted to be addressed. Like for example, let me see. What did he talk about? This is what he said about Gunna. Oh no, actually, here we go. Oh, so he talked about the 4PF thing.
4PF to glass ceiling, and obviously this
glass window,
and it's obviously can't be with. Why? What's the difference? What is? I'm sure I don't know if you've ever spoken on that.
Right?
Change.
Can't be with. It's a way of life.
Right.
It's not a label. It's not a nothing. It's not a nothing. It's a way of life. You know what I'm saying? If you on your shit, like you can't. I mean, girls say they can't be with everybody. It's just that's just that way of life. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And of course, 4 Pockets Full had to come to an end. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. When you say of course, I mean, why you say of course?
Because all the shit that be going on and shit. And I had to start learning that like other people's actions I could be held accountable for.
Right.
I ain't know all that at first. You know what I'm saying? I never would have went that route, but I ain't know. You know what I'm saying? Now that I know, I'd be a fool to just keep the same thing going. You know what I'm saying? They trying to make something out of something that it ain't.
Right.
Like, if I got any kind of control of, hey, we're gonna switch that whole thing up.
Yo, Fonnie Willis really ran this nigga off the block. Yo, Fonnie Willis really ran him off the block. It's crazy.
It ain't even just about the police or no, it's just period. You know what I'm saying? Like, I never was supposed to make my label something that I talk about. Because who I am, and even like now, the young guys, when I meet them and new artists who gonna start their own label, I'm telling them, hey, start your label with something that don't got nothing to do with nothing or nobody but your artist. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Nobody ain't tell me that. I ain't know nothing about that. I ain't really understand it. So now I'm telling them like, hey, if you gonna start your label, don't call your label the same thing you call your crew or your homeboys who grew up together. Y'all don't do that. Cause the way they trying to set it up as a system, they gonna try to use it as a game. You know what I'm saying? And it's really to like target. And there's some people who do act as gangs.
Yo, Fonnie Willis changed Atlanta forever, nigga.
So I get it, but that ain't everybody.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And what's so ironic, but I got 4 Pockets Full from my roommate in jail. Right? I used to make him rap for me. Then one time he was like 4 Pockets Full. And I'm like, what the hell that come? I'm like, what that is? He like, yeah, it's just something I be saying, like 4 Pockets Full. But like, that's how I even became a rapper. Like, I've been running around 4 Pockets Full for real.
Yeah.
Like, I always had 20 bands on me, 5 racks in each pocket, like
Football player.
on a bad day.
Right.
So to me, that was just my way of life. Like, I love that. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's my slogan. Like, I always had slogans, like, cause it just give you a motivation. Like, from the beginning, I always been hit hard, move silent. You know what I'm saying? I got that from one of my big dogs. It's never like nobody else gonna say they hit hard, move silent. It's just what I do. Like, that's my way of life. Hit hard, move silent. So when 4PF came and things, like, that's my way of life. 4 Pockets Full. But when
Yo, I feel bad for Baby, man. This is why I say I'm gonna give him a break, bro. Yo, Baby explained himself on his interview like you ever explain yourself to your mama right before you get a whipping, man? And you explained yourself like dumb hard for like 5 minutes, and your mama just walk off and you think you good, so you go play the game and whatever, and then you go take a shower, and when you get out the shower, your mama with the belt right there. That's what it seems, bro. This nigga's like, he's just going. He's just like, he doing mad explaining. Like, yeah, go ahead, brother. Like, I feel bad. Like, y'all are making me feel bad. Like I'm the one who caused this. So I'm like, yo, I'm gonna just chill. Like, nah, not that serious. So I want my nigga to win.
I tell my friends when I'm in jail, I'm like, bro, I'm going 4-pocket full chain when I get out. You know what I'm saying? They like, what is that? I'm like, that how I'm coming, 4-pocket.
Oh, they clip YouTube? No way. No way. Did they? Oh, they took the other page down? The Academy? Why? All right, we're just going to play the Charlemagne one. Hopefully this one isn't like copywritten. Damn, stream suspended for policy violations. All right, let's just go to the Charlemagne one. It was a little bit more succinct. You know, I wanted to play the part where he was talking about like people calling him stupid.
You went from
Like, Lil Baby started saying some shit. That nigga said, nigga, I was valedictorian. Nigga, I read mad books. I read every day. I don't know why they say I'm dumb. I could spell supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. I was a grade A scholar. And I'm like, but I'm gonna chill. I gotta chill, chat. I just want to chill. Like, I want to give my boy an opportunity to really, you know what I mean?
you know,
I want to give him an opportunity, bro. Hold on. We still not back on YouTube? Damn, this shit's still spinning? Hold on, give me one second. Let me see what the fuck going on over there. Anyway. I don't know why I just Googled it. Lil Baby stupid. And this is the first clip that popped up. Here we go.
that can be drawn out. Like, let's just jump into like the narrative that people think you are. You probably can't say that word, but dumb. You know what I'm saying? And that's
Slow. Just say slow. Like people think I'm slow.
Yeah. People think you slow.
I kind of like that narrative though, because if you think I'm slow, then you gonna come to me like that. So then you showing me how to beat you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because I'm gonna keep playing slow with you. So then you ain't gonna tell a smart person the same thing you'll tell a slower person or somebody who you think slow.
Right.
Like, I've been a straight A student my whole life.
Yeah.
I skipped a grade. I could have skipped 2 grades. My mama didn't want me and my sister in the same grade. Like, I read all the time. You know what I'm saying? Like, but you ain't gonna see me post a book.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I read books every day. Yeah. Like, people who know me, like, my sister, she bought me 25 books for my birthday. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to read them all in 3 months. You know what I'm saying? But I just never felt like that was I just ain't one of them people who put the internet, my whole life on the internet. Number one, because my whole life was illegal at one point in time.
Oh, boy. I've been reading all my life. Okay, brother. All right. So I got the Charlemagne